I'm Lisa Bolton. I'm the Industrial Design Research Associate with Make Plus here at the Center for Applied Research and Innovation. And I'm going to tell you a little bit today about our Soft Shop. The Soft Shop works with a lot of the other labs in a really interesting way. So the Soft Shop is interesting because oftentimes we're making things that are worn close to the body. Now that's on animals, on people, but really it's about soft forms that move with you. Largely the rest of the lab supports a lot of hard material manipulation or electronics. So this is a space where all those things kind of come together and have this very strong usability emphasis. So we have a lot of different tools we use here in this space, and there's a lot of possibility for how they can be used to incorporate technology and certainly to incorporate harder elements. An example of that would be our dog wheelchair. For the dog wheelchair, we were looking to support the body of a pug-sized animal without kind of causing any pressure on the lower part of the abdomen, but helping the dog to be lifted from the sternum and then connected into a hard device that was created in our CARI Lab. Another example of a project we did here, which I've spoken about before, is the soft seat. So this again is something where we're trying to use the proportions of the body and soft materials connected to harder materials in order to create external architectures for the body. So if you're a paraplegic and perhaps you don't have the use of parts of your body, or you have a lack of sensitivity in those areas, then a combination of soft and hard materials to create an external architecture is really important and interesting to innovate in that space. This is the Loom that's in our Soft Shop, which seems like a really old piece of technology, but has a lot of opportunity for innovation. Things we're thinking about with this, if you're into electronics, or because you have a fiber going this way and going this way, potentially we can kind of create circuits within a textile, embedded in the textile. And depending on how you sew those pieces of fabric together, you can get a different kind of stretch across the body. So it's definitely an interesting space to play with when you're thinking about adding technology into a garment. So I'm going to talk to you about our Juki and our Yulin. This machine can sew through darn near anything. So oftentimes when I'm creating a garment that's worn close to the body, I'm thinking about layering harder, heavier fabrics with softer, more flexible fabrics. So again, kind of creating that boning on the outside of the body, figuring out where that support needs to be. This machine over here it has a 3-step stitch, which is really important for when you're working with stretch materials or very fine materials. So that's what the Yulin is often used for. They look a little different because they're industrial sewing machines. So while sewing seems like a very old traditional kind of area, there's a lot of opportunity for innovation here, especially when we're thinking about wearable tech.